Have you ever found yourself relentlessly chasing clarity, desperately begging the universe for a sign? Perhaps you've tried every trick in the book, affirmations, visualization, endless effort, yet still felt like absolutely nothing was shifting. What if, and bear with me here, the very act of trying is precisely what's keeping you tethered and stuck? Carl Jung, one of the brilliant minds behind analytical psychology, proposed something profoundly counterintuitive, yet utterly transformative. That genuine, lasting change doesn't stem from pushing harder, but from the quiet power of surrender. Think about it. What you resist persists, and what you force inevitably fractures. This video isn't about piling on more tasks. It's about expanding into something more profound, becoming more. And sometimes, surprisingly, that journey begins with doing absolutely nothing at all. Before we dive in, ensure you've hit that subscribe button for the Mindful Sphere channel. That's where you'll get exclusive early access to new videos and deeply insightful content on personal and spiritual growth. Now, let's embark on this journey. The paradox of effort, reimagined. In today's self-help landscape, we're constantly bombarded with the relentless drumbeat of the hustle culture. Push harder, think positive, take massive action. But Carl Jung presented a dramatically different perspective. He believed that true psychological healing doesn't come from brute forcing outcomes. Instead, it emerges when you harmonize with what's already striving to awaken and unfold within you. When your external actions are in stark contradiction with your internal state, you create a powerful resistance. It's like saying, "I want love," while your unconscious whispers, "I'm unworthy." The world, in its infinite wisdom, responds not to your spoken words, but to the energetic frequency you embody. Jung famously warned that until you bring the unconscious into the light of consciousness, it will relentlessly govern your life, and you'll mistakenly label it as fate. Instead of pouring more precious energy into desperately trying to fix what feels broken, he invites us to pause, breathe, and ask, what part of me deep down believes I am not already whole? From this profound question, a quieter, much deeper kind of transformation unfurls, one that doesn't demand effort, but rather invites integration. Energy doesn't lie, a deeper look. Let's now journey deeper to comprehend the silent, potent force that subtly shapes our reality from within, our energy. We often misinterpret life's delays as harsh rejection, but what if the universe isn't withholding anything from you? What if it's simply acting as a flawless mirror, reflecting your current state of being? Carl Jung firmly believed that the unconscious is in an unceasing conversation with reality itself. The core issue. We rarely, if ever, truly listen. You might be chanting affirmations, but if your nervous system is throbbing with fear, your energy is still shouting far louder than your words. You aren't being punished, you are being mirrored. And that mirror, my friend, is unflinchingly honest. The true power of your life isn't found in superficial intentions, but in the bedrock of your subconscious beliefs. Genuine alignment blossoms when your body, mind, and soul resonate in perfect harmony. You simply cannot fake this with sheer effort. It demands presence. It demands stillness. It demands the raw courage to genuinely hear what you've been so desperately trying to silence. This leads us to an even more radical, perhaps even unsettling idea. That profound alignment often begins when we finally stop altogether. The wisdom of surrender, an active choice. Doing nothing is anything but passive. It is a profoundly radical act of trust. It is faith, beautifully translated into action. When you cease grasping, stop pushing, and let go of pleading, you send a clear, resonant message to your unconscious. I am ready to receive, not just endlessly chase. And the universe, exquisitely sensitive to vibration, responds not to your perceived neediness, but to your burgeoning wholeness. Jung coined this transformative state individuation, the powerful process of becoming truly whole by seamlessly integrating every aspect of yourself, the luminous light and the often feared shadow. This profound integration doesn't happen amidst chaos or a frenzied pace. It unfolds in silence, in stillness, in that sacred space between your efforts. This is where your psyche finally finds the room it needs to beautifully rewire itself. Letting go doesn't equate to giving up. It means harmonizing with a much deeper, more profound intelligence. It means recognizing that your role isn't to meticulously control every single variable, but to cultivate the expansive inner space that allows the perfect variables to effortlessly find you. Before we move on, if this video is helping you see things with new eyes, consider sharing it with someone who truly needs to hear this message. And if you'd like to support the creation of this kind of thoughtful content, you can click that Thanks button below. Your support genuinely makes a difference. Now, let's continue. The power of the void, embracing stillness. When you finally release the urge to force something profoundly unsettling happens. Nothing. No dramatic lightning bolts, no instantaneous miracles, just a profound, pervasive silence. Jung referred to this as the creative void, a sacred space of deep inward reorganization where the old self has gently dissolved, but the new self has yet to fully materialize. This void is not empty. It is absolutely sacred. It's the crucible where your ego gently loosens its grip, and your soul, with quiet power, takes deep root. It is the very womb of your becoming. Yet, most people instinctively flee this space, mistakenly equating stillness with stagnation. In truth, this silence is your most potent signal. Your deeper self is subtly forming. Your energy is gracefully realigning. Your nervous system is meticulously calibrating for the very things you once so desperately begged for. The void tests your patience, yes, but it also relentlessly forges your most profound transformation. Jung viewed it not as an absence, but as the birthplace of deep psychological order. So, lean into it. Resist that primal urge to rush. Allow the void to do its quiet, powerful work. And as you surrender to that internal work, something far deeper begins to emerge, a profound remembering of what was never truly lost. Remember who you are, the path home. Jung's greatest, most luminous insight was this: the journey isn't about tirelessly striving to become someone new. It's about vividly remembering who you authentically are already. Your authentic self isn't some distant future destination. It is your original, pristine state, simply buried beneath layers of conditioning, shame, and fear. You were never truly meant to chase the life you desire. You were meant to recall with unwavering clarity that it was always, undeniably, within you. The healing, the boundless love, the abundant flow. These aren't elusive prizes to be frantically earned. They are profound frequencies you already carry, patiently waiting to be reawakened. So, stop running. Stop desperately trying to prove your worth. Stop manifesting from a place of perceived lack. Instead, simply be still. Become deeply aware. And then, just watch what beautifully unfolds when you finally allow life to effortlessly catch up with the version of you that no longer needs to chase anything at all. This isn't about giving up. It's about giving in to your inherent wholeness, to your very essence, to the undeniable truth that your presence, exactly as it is already more than enough. When you commit to doing nothing, and you do it with full, conscious awareness, everything miraculously begins to fall into its rightful place. Because true alignment isn't arduously achieved through effort, it is gloriously revealed through remembrance. You aren't here to strive your way into worthiness. You are here to embody the simple, profound truth that you've been worthy all along. That truth doesn't arrive with achievement. It awakens through stillness. When the mind finally grows quiet, the heart's whispers become profoundly loud. And what it whispers is breathtakingly simple. You already are what you've been seeking. That's not a mere concept to intellectually grasp. It's a state to powerfully live from. And that, my friend, is the real seismic shift. Not when life suddenly grants you something new, but when you finally see yourself clearly enough to receive what was always undeniably yours. In that profound clarity, you realize that nothing outside of you ever held the final word, not your past, not your deepest fears, not any perceived delay. What truly shapes your reality is the self you consciously choose to remember and embody, moment by beautiful moment. If this message resonated with the deepest parts of you, don't just scroll past. Take a moment. Comment below with "I choose alignment." And make sure to subscribe to Mindful Sphere for more deep dives into the transformative teachings of Carl Jung and the intricate inner workings of the human psyche. This channel isn't just content, it's a mirror, a movement, a tender memory of who you are beneath all the noise. Until next time, stay present, stay whole, and always remember, sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful step of all.